The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Zix Thala's 6 eyes focused on the human representative. The crystalline being's voice resonated through the vast dome, carrying the weight of 1,000 civilizations. Species designation: human. Planet designation: Earth. You have been summoned before this council to receive your assignment within the galactic hierarchy. Your planet's resources, population, and technological capabilities have been assessed. You will serve as a mining colony for the hegemony of Vega. Your people will be relocated to processing facilities on Kepler 442b. This decision is final and non-negotiable. The chamber hummed with the satisfied chittering of various alien species. Another primitive world brought to heel. Another resource cache secured for the greater galactic economy. The process had been repeated millions of times across the galaxy's spiral arms. Captain Sarah Chen stood alone at the defendant's podium, her simple blue uniform a stark contrast to the elaborate biomechanical forms surrounding her. She had volunteered for this mission knowing it would likely be a death sentence. Earth's small fleet couldn't stand against the combined might of 10,000 star systems. The ambassador's translator device waited for the expected response. Typically, a lengthy plea for mercy, an offer of alternative service, or desperate negotiations for better terms. Some species took hours to formally surrender. Sarah looked up at the towering alien forms, their confident postures, their casual dismissal of her entire species. She thought of her daughter playing in the gardens of New Geneva. She thought of the poets and painters, the teachers and engineers, the dreamers and builders who called Earth home. She took a breath and spoke one word: no. The translator glitched. Zix Thala's eyes dimmed and refocused. Several council members leaned forward, their various auditory organs straining. "Clarification required," the ambassador said. "Your response was incomplete. Please state your planet's formal acceptance of council mandate 7,439,121. Sarah's voice carried clearly through the chamber's acoustics. "I said no. Earth declines your offer." A ripple of confusion spread through the assembled beings. The klaxon, representative's tentacles, writhed in agitation. The Moravian delegates' breathing slits fluttered rapidly. In 3 millennia of galactic expansion, no species had ever simply refused. "Impossible!" Zix Thala's voice cracked like breaking glass. "You cannot decline. You are a Category 7 civilization, single planet, primitive FTL, no quantum weaponry, no shield networks. The mathematics are simple." "The mathematics might be simple," Sarah replied. "But humans aren't." High Admiral Koroth of the Draxian Empire rose from his seat, his scarred hide rippling with battle-worn confidence. "Little human, I have conquered 47 star systems. I have reduced entire civilizations to atomic dust. Your defiance is amusing, but futile. We have 10,000 ships. You have 12. 13, actually. We finished the defiance last week." Sarah's slight smile seemed to unnerve several council members more than fearful pleading would have. 13, then. The difference is insignificant. Surrender now, and your species will be allowed to serve. Continue this foolishness, and you will be eliminated. The human representative straightened. "Admiral Koroth, let me tell you something about humans. We're the species that looked at the vast emptiness of space and decided we belonged there. We're the ones who saw lightning and decided to capture it. We looked at the deepest oceans and the highest mountains and made them our playgrounds. She gestured to the massive viewing screen showing Earth in all its blue-white glory. We're the species that took a random planet orbiting an ordinary star and turned it into something extraordinary. Not through conquest or subjugation, but through stubborn, relentless determination to be better than we were yesterday. The council stirred uneasily. This wasn't how these proceedings typically went. You want to know what makes humans dangerous? Sarah continued. It's not our technology or our weapons. It's that we've never met a challenge we didn't think we could overcome given enough time and effort. You're looking at a species that spent centuries dreaming about the stars before we could reach them. We're very good at delayed gratification. Zix-Thala's crystalline form pulsed with irritation. Pretty words will not protect you from plasma bombardment. No, but they explain why we're not afraid of it. Sarah activated her personal communicator. Earth Defense Command, this is Ambassador Chen. Please transmit Package Alpha to the Galactic Council. The chamber's central holographic display activated, showing what appeared to be empty space near Earth's solar system. Then the display adjusted, revealing thousands of objects that had been invisible moments before. Stealth mines, Sarah explained calmly. 15,000 of them positioned along every major hyperspace route within 50 light-years of Earth, each one equipped with antimatter warheads and quantum-entangled triggers. They've been there for 3 months. The silence in the chamber was deafening. You see, we've been monitoring galactic communications for longer than you think. We knew this day would come, so we prepared. Sarah's voice hardened. Those mines are linked to a dead man's switch. If Earth falls, they all detonate simultaneously. Every major trade route in this sector becomes impassable for the next century. Admiral Korath's voice was barely a whisper. You would cripple galactic commerce. To save one world, we would end galactic civilization as you know it to remain free. Sarah's words cut through the chamber like a blade. That's what you never understood about humans. We don't calculate acceptable losses the way you do. For us, freedom isn't negotiable. The council members exchanged glances, their confidence evaporating. They had built their empire on the assumption that all species would choose survival over principles. What do you want? Zix-Thala finally asked. We want to be left alone to develop at our own pace. We want recognition as a sovereign species. And we want a seat on this council with full voting rights. Impossible. You're too primitive, too dangerous, too human, Sarah interrupted. Yes, we are. And that's exactly why you need us here. Because someone needs to ask the question you've all forgotten how to ask. Which is? Sarah smiled, and for the first time since entering the chamber she looked truly dangerous. What if there's a better way? The vote was unanimous. Earth's admission to the Galactic Council was approved within the hour. Sometimes, the galaxy discovered, the most powerful weapon wasn't a star destroyer or a planet killer. Sometimes, it was just the word no, spoken by someone who absolutely meant it.